know. And that pastor at the church, he lying. He just wants your money.
Right, the donations and stuff.
Yeah, ask them who that is.
Oh, yeah. Who's this?
I'm Jesus.
Who is it, y'all? It's who?
That's
I don't
some.
like Jesus.
No, because that ain't the real Jesus.
Oh, this is the devil.
Well, we got to show you then, sister.
Let me switch it up.
You switch it up. Give me Revelations 1 and 14. Hey, it wouldn't be right if we didn't show her neither. We got to show her. Right? Because they walked up, they said, hey, that's Jesus. I said, stump on her. The man kind of just kind of did. No, stump on that devil.
Now,
We need
now
y'all to
stump on it.
Stump on that devil. Yeah! Oh, praise it. Stump on that damn devil. Give me Revelations 1 and 14. Watch this.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14.
Read that.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
This is a description of who they call Jesus. In the Hebrew, his name is Yahweh Shah. Right? Because Jesus is an English name. But Jesus, who they call Jesus, was a Hebrew, an Israelite. Right? And his Hebrew name is Yahweh Shah. Right? He looked like what?
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Right, like the brother. Hey, look, like the brother right here. White like wool. You see that?
As
Like-
white as snow.
Now look, you got all that wool up there. You see that? Look at all that wool.
Show.
Hair like what? Hair like wool. Hair like what? Hair like wool. Hair like wool. That's my hair look like wool. I must be related to y'all shot.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his feet like unto fine brass.
Right, so what color is brass, sister?
Brass. B-R-A-S.
What he say?
B-R-A-S-S.
I thought he said grass.
Nope. And his feet like unto fine brass. Like a penny.
Yeah.
Like
He was just talking.
yeah,
Right,
his feet
so
was that
ain't-
color.
Right. So ain't the color of your feet the same color of your body? Did anybody here got their feet a different color than their body?
My feet are white at the bottom.
No. I'm talking about on the top of your feet.
The top.
Not your palms or the bottom of your feet. So if your feet is dark, then what color is your body?
Jesus.
Y'all gotta pay attention. Y'all not gonna get this anywhere else, right? So it's telling you that who they called Jesus was a dark-skinned man. And guess what? They was calling Jesus nigga. Just like they called your mother, your daddy, your grandparents, their grandparents. Hey, nigga, get in that cotton field. Slaves.
That's
Niggas.
who we descend from.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as they love thyself. I'm the Lord.
The children of thy own people.
Whatever I want for
Read
myself,
this.
I should want it for y'all, because
See,
that's
the-
just how it is.
what-
I know for words, but I know who I serve.
Give me John 4
Everything I
22.
serve and do, it comes from that Bible.
Give me John 4 and 22. You don't.
New King James,
You
whatever.
serve the devil. We serve the God Almighty.
Okay, that's
we
your-
serve
Get
the
out.
God of Abraham, Isaac,
That's
and
your
Jacob.
opinion.
Give me
In
John
all
4
honesty,
and
that's your
22.
opinion.
The
I
book of
know
John
what I
is the
serve,
truth.
and I know who I love.
And this is how we knew that you was the children of the devil.
That's
Eventually,
right.
your horns would show.
That's right.
We're just reading Bible verses, and you getting upset.
No,
Give me John
I'm not
4 and
upset
22.
at all.
This is the book of John, chapter 4, verse 22.
Read.
Ye worship, ye know not what.
She what?
Ye worship, ye know not what.
Asking you what your God look like, you don't know. Ye worship, you know not what. Read.
We know what we worship.
We what?
We know what we worship.
We what?
We know what we worship.
We know who we
I
worship.
know who I
Why?
worship.
For salvation is of the
No, it's
Jews.
for everybody.
For salvation is of the
The
Jews.
whole world.
For salvation is of the Jews.
Salvation is not for you, right? It's not for you. Give me Daniel 7 and 9. Give me Revelation 1 and 14. Your God is the devil.
No, he's not.
Your God is the devil.
This is
I don't
Daniel,
serve no devil.
chapter 7 and verse 9.
Read.
I watched till thrones were put in place,
You listening, sister? We about to see what God look like.
and the Ancient of Days was seated.
The who?
The Ancient of Days was seated.
He has a body, sister. Look at him.
Because I didn't study
He's
that far
he's
into
sitting
it.
down. Your God is a father.
Yes, he is. He's my father.
He's not just this hovering spirit. People try to, that's how they disconnect you with your God. Right. Your God has a face. He has arms. He has legs. He has a heart.
There you go.
Your God
What
is a
color is
man.
he? What color is
We
he?
about
That's
to
what you
see.
were asking me. What
We
color?
about to see. Read.
Okay. I know he's a man.
And the hair of his head.
And the what?
And the hair of his head.
Oh, he got a spirit.
And the hair of his head
He's sitting down with hair. It's like what?
was like pure wool.
It's like pure wool. It's you see that? All praise to the Most High. You got look at that. All praise to the Most High. Yeah. All praise to the Most High.
All praises to the Most
All
High.
praise to the Most High. You hear that?
Come on now.
Your God has woolly hair. What does that mean, sister? Your God is a black man. Right.
That's
See
what
that? Give me
means.
Revelation 1 and 14.
I would have to go look at it biblically from the Hebrew and Greek, what wool means.
It's the world. You go to Israel, the blacks are just treated like dogs.
So do you have to treat them like that too?
The white Jews, there's white Jews or black Jews. Do you understand?
And are the black Jews less than the white Jews?
100%, 50, 100.
And is that right?
It isn't a question. We don't evaluate what's right and wrong. We live in a society. We live in a culture. We have to live within that culture.
And I got more examples. No matter how many menorah lamps you have, you'll never hold a candle to the levels of pressure I was born to handle. You know why? Because you don't have no souls or backbones. Bro, you don't even know your past, bro. Real Jews were Hebrews, black men who used to grow their afros. You Hebrews, black men who used to grow their afros. You guys are just a bunch of fucking random phony Polish assholes who forged your passports and don't have a land of your own, so you come over and exact yours. But what is it all for? Is it drilling offshore? Is it the land, or do you want more? See, Arabs were peaceful, bro. You could come into my house.
The average woman is not into nutrition. I saw her the day she came in the gym. Yeah, she was so fine. What was it like marrying a black lady? You white? Well, Jewish. We're the original black people. Let me school you. Adam was a black man. Married to a black woman. I never thought I was married outside of my nationality. But she's Dominican, I'm all the way black with the carbon copy if you got it.
Do you know that the black man in America is Israel? That he's Jews? Do you know that?
Yes.
What I'm about to tell you is that the Israelites, the so-called Jews that are living in Israel today, are not the real Israelites. The real Israelites are the black and brown people of the world.
The true Jews, according to the Bible, you can check it in the Bible, you can read Job 30:30 and some other places. They have never been white. They have been people of color. And they have not stopped in Ethiopia. They were in Ethiopia, Sudan, and they have settled in West Africa. From West Africa, they have been taken as slaves to America. Brothers and sisters, blacks of America, it's you. You are the true Hebrews.
We question everything we know about Christianity, starring Flo Rida. That's rapper Flo Rida in New York, and holy crap, check out that thing around his neck. It's a scarf. Oh, this other thing around his neck is huge too.
Flo Rida, wearing the biggest necklace I think I've ever seen. It's a big gold Jesus. This thing must cost like a couple $1 million.
And it doesn't even come with the body.
I love that thing. That thing's epic. But what's with the white Jesus?
You got a problem with Caucasian Christ?
No, there should be a black Jesus one.
Why would there be a black Jesus?
Jesus is black.
Jesus is black.
Yeah, if Jesus is black, how come he's white in all the paintings?
Because they didn't want to teach the peasants how to read when the Catholic Church was ripping them off. And they realized they were being scammed, so they just painted pictures of white people they could relate to. Learned that in art history class.
And he was wrongly convicted. Of course he's black. This changes everything.
Conversion. Personally, I like to think that the same people who think Chuck Norris is a great actor think Obama's the Antichrist. That's hilarious to me. But keep in mind, according to the book of Revelation, John saw Jesus and described him as having hair like wool and feet the color of burned brass. Yeah, he's a brother. It's going to be very awkward for the rapture folk when Jesus comes back and winds up being a homeless liberal black guy who speaks zero English. Now, I know this is very depressing, all you rapture Christians, but cheer up. The rapture may be a racket, but it's not the end of the world.
Real Jews, Israelites or Hebrew Israelites have a black skin complexion and hair like wool. you so-called Afro-Americans or Africans or blacks or Negro must wake up. You are the real Israel who suffered the slavery and scattered on the earth through slavery. Read Deuteronomy chapter 28. You are from tribe of Judah by blood.
I'm just a minister for the Lord, and these are the actual Israelites, ancient Israelites, depicted in Egypt, Tumol. These are Assyrian captives. I believe these are probably Levite priests because the hair is cut a certain length. They also have their hair blocked. Ancient Israelites are those people that were taken into slavery through Atlantic slave trade and scattered through all nations of the world.
Hi, shalom, shalom from Israel. This is Ola, the daughter of Jethro. And I just heard that you black people that was stolen from Africa to America, that you don't know who you are. But you are the children of Yahweh, the children of Israel.
I would interject that the true biblical Hebrews are the so-called African American people that are scattered abroad throughout the world.
Shalom, YouTube. I felt compelled to make this video, for lack of a better term, and I'm going to entitle it, I'm Sick of White People. And yes, I'm white, and the reason I'm sick of white people is because no matter how much fact, no matter how much scripture you all are presented with regarding who the Hebrews in the Bible were and who they are in the earth today, which would be the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, the Native Americans, the Aborigines, no matter what you're presented with, you still want to dispute this and maintain your superior, pompous, arrogant attitudes.
Jesus was not white, he was a black man. And I know this is going to offend a lot of you racist Christians out there, man, but it's true, man. I mean, I'm not going to lie, white people are racist, man. Seriously, I was in that boat. I mean, white people are racist, but I'm not sticking up for, I'm not kissing butt here, but I'm just saying that Jesus was not white. He was a black man. He was a black man.
Your true Jews, or your true Yid, are the so-called black person, or African American, as you like to call them sometimes.
This is in response to all the videos that I see about Jesus being black. Vera 747, who claims all the kings of England were black. The black race is a better evolved race, more superior, more intelligent, and then history's been tricked. And of course, this is all true. This is all true. This is all true.
I have fooled the whole world into the biggest sham of all time. The name and identity of the real fella has been taken over by me. There are thousands of paintings of Jesus, and they don't even come close, which serve to replace the real fella, who probably looked more like Morgan Freeman. But who cares? The truth doesn't matter, as long as you pay your tithes. Gotcha.
How do I say this? The entire Bible is about black people. Not only was Jesus black, but every character in the Bible seems to be black too. Yeah, Zephaniah and Jeremiah and Jebediah, those all aren't white people names, okay? And Jesus wasn't some tan, partially melanated Middle Eastern person either. I'm talking straight up black dude, okay? Even in the book of Revelation, when you get the vision of Daniel, he's describing someone with feet like burnt brass and white woolly hair, and we've got the deep running water voice with the red eyes, and you guys, he's black. The Jewish people are black people, like Kanye was right. And those people yelling at the park dressed in purple about black people being the real Hebrew Israelites, they're right, okay? Like, anytime you see the word Hebrew or Israelite or Jew in the Bible, in your mind, you got to replace that with black person. So the whole Bible is going to make a lot more sense to you once you start reading it like that. But you need to let this get settled in your heart now before you get up there. So, I mean, they were literally whipping him on his way to get crucified, you guys. Crucifixion was a punishment, like, for slaves back then. And gladiators. And all the gladiators were black too. Did you know that? Like, you guys, he was sold for 30 pieces of silver. That was the maximum amount of money that a slave could be sold for. Oh, just coincidence? Above his cross, it says INRI. They were like mocking him. They were saying it says this is the king of the Jews. They're saying, like, here's the king of the black people. Look what we did to him. Why does the KKK burn crosses, you guys? The racist KKK. It's just, black people, rejoice. You are God's chosen people. Like, I mean, those are some big shoes to fill, but be honored. Like, feel good about that. Like, how cool. Anyway, see you later. Jesus was black.
You see, so it's a beautiful time that we living in. The awakening is happening. True Israelites, the so-called blacks, Mexican, and Native Americans are finding out who they are, remembering who they are. As it was prophesied, the prophets are out on the corner daily, waking up the masses. The Gentiles are blowing a whistle to the truth, and it is being spoken. And so, yeah, these are some beautiful times that we living in, to find out that you are more than just a so-called black, Mexican, Native American, Negro, Afro-American, and whatever other byword that they have given us, the children of Israel. We are more than that. We are a special and holy people. And with that being said, we have to return back to the Most High and keep his law, statutes, and commandments. Shalom.